Hello, welcome back. This is Space Engineers Permadeath Survival, where we have no jetpack, we're using food and water, and we have lots of dangers turned on, such as spiders, wolves, and meteorites. So, yeah, it's a difficult one. We left the last week with trying to figure out how to build a bottom-up elevator to go into this hab hole. This is where the habitation building is going to be. Without getting stuck in the hole that the elevator piston shaft is going to be in. But we'll come back to that later. I have drawn up a plan for that. We'll come back to that shortly. But first of all, after our fall off this elevator last time, and a few people giving me a nudge in this direction, we really do need to start considering doing some trading so that we can get our survival kit back. We need silver for that. Because with it being permadeath, without our survival kit, one single death and it's game over for good. So, right, what materials can we take with us? What do we have that's potentially valuable? So, let's look through our inventory and see what we can do some trading with. Well, I don't want to trade out the magnesium. We need as much of that as we can get. We don't have much in the way of actual valuables. We've got lots of iron, so we could take a bunch of iron with us. Right, so if they don't want iron when I get there, which is very possible, I think we are literally just going to have to see what they want, come back and get it, if we have it. It's not a lot here. Really is not a lot. So we're really banking on the iron thing here. Again, it's probably not going to be what they want, but it'll do, hopefully. Right, we're fully charged, so we can take... Oh, that's on auto. It's on 80%. I think it's enough. So we're going to unlock. We're going to get the hell out of here. It's possible we may see some other impact craters here. Carbon. We might have to get that on the way back if we can, because we need stuff like this for making material, like making foods and things. Today is not all about gathering materials though, it's just about getting our survival kit up and then we can start building this elevator for our hab. I would have tried it without doing this first and risked it, but a lot of you are very worried for my safety, and I appreciate that. So we're going to allay your fears and try and sort my survival prospects out a little bit. After all, we don't want this series ending prematurely. We haven't even left Pertam yet. There's a lot of enemies around, and doing this journey is going to add to that. Gold! Ooh. I don't want to waste anything, so I'm just drilling everything. Gold marker's gone. Have I got it? I didn't get any. What? There's lots of impact craters around here. Ice, magnesium. We definitely need magnesium. We're short on ammunition, so carbon and magnesium. Okay. Silver! Is that all of it? I'm pretty sure that's all of that. Right, so that's the store. And I didn't take my credits from before. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm actually an idiot. Right, so what are they taking? What can I sell? Magnesium. I can make. Oh, I can sell things like motors and stuff. That's not so bad. Right, what do I need first? I need a load of silver. Do you have silver anymore? Don't even have silver anymore. Huh. So I can't do it anyway. What about here? Do you have any silver here? Or is this the exact same list? No. Okay. So after all that... yeah, after all that... They don't sell silver anyway. Yeah, our priority is getting our hab done. And then we can start focusing on trying to get to space. We can definitely find silver up in space because they're in the asteroids. Right. I'm not hoping for a particularly peaceful docking here. It always seems to go like a bit of a massive bump. Okay. Right, so the plan for this. So down there we're going to have to put a hole that goes a bit deeper so that we can fit 3 pistons in there, which will drive an elevator up and down the different floors in this building and up to the top so that we can safely get in and out. Okay, the challenge we came across last time was thinking about how we're going to actually place those pistons into a deep hole without getting stuck without our jetpack, without making a complete mess of the area as well. So I came up with this plan, which I'm going to show you now. This is my little crappy drawing. Forgive the crudeness of the whole thing. But generally we're going to do a 3x4 grid. So a 3x4 drill thing that pushes down by 8 blocks. We worked out the 8 blocks because that covers 6 blocks for the 3 pistons, plus 1 block for the ground plane that they're going to attach to, plus 1 block for a little bit of margin for error because of piston heads and so on. So that covers that space there. Now we're going 4x3 because we're going to go 3x3 so that we can have a piston in the middle that's unobstructed around the sides so we don't get any weirdness, and it's also accessible for maintenance. And then 1 extra row that we can actually use for access. We can later put in a ladder that comes down without interrupting with the piston, so there's a space in there. But for now we can actually use this current piston array as the elevator in and out so that we can build this piston system using this without ever getting stuck. That's the theory anyway. So we're going to go down. I have my food and my water, so we're all good here. We have a cargo with access to the main cargo system, so we have everything we need. We have this run here that comes down which we can use to keep everything attached to the main base. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be any issues at all. I just wish this thing was a bit faster. I could make it faster, but then I'd have to slow it down again when we come to actually doing construction. Okay, we're approaching the bottom now, so nearly time to get off. Now we're going to have to remote access this most of the time. I want to try and make sure that we don't lose access to our cargo here, so all of this stuff I'm standing on is going to go goodbye basically very soon. So right now, this is about as low as this goes. Yep, just pop off there. So we're going to take all this down. I think we're going to have to place a seat down in here because we're going to need energy at some point, so right. So that gets us to roughly a starting point. So now the drawing showed it this way around, but really it was meant to be viewed this way around. So these 2 blocks represent the 2 safe blocks, the red ones where we can get in and out, and then we'll go 3 across this way here. So we also need to come 8 blocks down from this point, so we're just going to do it the easy way for the minute. I'm going to put these like this. I need need to build some blocks so I can get up a bit higher. That's it. 2 of them. The main thing here is trying not to lose access to the cargo when we get our 8 blocks extra in. There you go. Okay, so that's the last one of those. Put another block on there. So that's the 8 blocks that we needed to make up. So that's how deep the main piston shaft is going to be. So we've got to fit 3 pistons and a floor in there. And then obviously the top of the shaft as well. So it's, yeah, it's not surprising. So now we need to retract these enough to get a drill assembly underneath that. And we're also going to need enough materials to grab, well, to be able to build those drills. So yeah, I was actually hoping to be able to do this with a survival kit at my disposal, but not really an option right now. Right, this is the last one. There we go. So that's all of those blocks, all connected up. They're actually connected to inventory, so we'll get something out of doing this. So now what we're going to do, we're going to drive this down. I'm going to not be stood on it. I don't really want that risk. So I'm going to come down here and pop myself in the seat while we do this. So we're just driving these pistons right down all the way. Okay, so that's full extension for that one. Now we've got 10 more meters to go. Let's just increase the impulse a little bit. There we go. That's fine. Right. So yeah, while I'm making these videos, it's got me thinking, you know, I'd like some feedback from you guys. What is it about these videos that keeps you coming back? What do you like? What's different from other videos that you're enjoying? You know, I'm just wondering, with the more relaxed style, I don't do the super fast, you know, high paced, super hype editing that everybody loves in gaming videos. Maybe that's what's keeping some of the more younger audience away. But yeah, I'm more interested in what you guys actually enjoy, and if there's anything you're seeing in other people's videos that maybe you wish was here, you know, let me know, because if it's something that actually appeals to me, I might not have even thought about it, we could give it a go. But yeah, I want to keep this fun for you guys, but while keeping it authentic to me. So it's still going to be me rambling on and having panic attacks when things go wrong, and maybe being overly calm when I shouldn't be at other times. Yeah, the usual. But yeah, pop a comment in. Just give me some ideas. Right. So these drills are now done. We've got a really deep, like 8 block hole there now. So that's another little hazard I've got to try not to fall into. But that essentially is where we need to get down to build our whole piston thing. What I also need to consider is keeping it connected to the main part of the base. I don't want this whole thing to fall out of alignment with everything else. So I'm going to remove these drills, come back to you in a moment, and then we'll start adding the bottom bit that you saw in the designs. That's the little sort of cubbyhole sort of gantry thing that takes us down. Okay, so we're left with the one that we're standing on right now, which I, for obvious reasons, do not want to just suddenly delete. That would be really, really bad. So we're going to build, I'm just going to grab what I need for that. Just going to build a little bit of a pathway across here, because we need that wall in anyway. So I can just pop over here and now let's just crouch down. Being extremely careful not to delete the one that I'm actually on. What I need to do here, I need to place another cargo container underneath that. There's a lot of cargo containers going on here, but it'll do the job just fine. So we take all of that, place one cargo container underneath here. Right. So that accounts for the one extra block's distance that we've got to deal with here. And then underneath that, we're going to have to put a passageway block. It has to be able to face forward and back because that's the building direction, mostly. And then I need plates on the bottom. So that's not a plate. That's a plate. Okay. And that. So this is our little elevator. And we've got remote control access to deal with it. So what I need to do, we're going to need to put a load of these blocks all the way down. So let's drop our elevator a little bit. I'm going to reverse you. And that's what's going to give us the connection to the whole top. Because all of this is connected to the main base. So this will get us all but like one block from the ground and the other on the bottom, but that's going to be floor at the bottom. So we're going to put the floor in and then we'll have easy access back into here again. It's a little slow, but I'd rather slow than have it crazy fast and have it kill me. Could do some elevator music right here. Very nearly there at the bottom. This should, in theory, stop with one block left to spare. Yeah, pretty much did. One and a half. That is close enough. Right, so now I can place our grid of 4 by, well, it's going to be probably a little bit more than 3 because we've got the side walls in here, but I'm going to need to get up there. So I think first things first, I need to make sure I've got access to that. So I think, oh yeah, we were going to put our little half catwalk on here. Then I should be able to place it on top of that. Bingo. Double thickness floor, perfect for being safe. Okay, that will do nicely there. We have to yet figure out how we're going to get back into it, but we can do that in a minute. So the first thing we need to do is get enough steel plate to weld up what we can here. I'm not bothered about the outer edges. Anything not visible, it's not a problem. Yeah, well, low. And I haven't got a seat down here. Yeah, so we've got that one block there that at least makes sure the wall's tied in, so that's fine. We'll do the block underneath this as well, just to be certain. Did I just... God, I just cut the whole thing off on the main grid. Like a complete and utter idiot. I need to put a merge block on there to blend those back together again, I think. Right, they should now be the same grid. Right, that solves that problem again. Right, let's just get the rest of this welded, and then we'll have to put a seat down. I'm just going to pop a seat in the corner here. You can stay there as a permanent addition. Okay, the fact that we actually have energy coming in tells me that this grid is connected to the one upstairs, which is bingo. Right, so that's the start of this. Let's get this wall welded up. That'll do nicely. Okay, first piston. So the piston goes in this space here. Oh, I've already got the materials for that part, at least. Okay, I don't really want to be messing around doing that. So now, because nothing moves on this piston above this level here, I can actually put a little ramp in here. Maybe. It's intersecting that block a bit too much. Can I put that in? Maybe if I have the materials. Bingo. Go and do the up thing. Any of these pistons will do the job, so we're just going to reverse you until we're in position to weld the top of that up and place the second piston on. Okay, so this is going exactly to plan, which is absolutely astounding and a first. This is piston 2, and then we should have room for one more piston, so let's do the up. The elevator I'm stood on is the only way to get materials down into this hole, so we're going to need to put some sort of pipeline in as part of the outer wall, something that provides cargo access to the inside of this part of the base. But having a pipeline up to the top, and then we can reroute that into a much more aesthetic way, so we don't have to keep that whole weird loopy thingy, whatever words. That's a stupid way of explaining the whole thing. I went up too high. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Damn you, railing. I am like really dangerously perched here, and this is quite high, but that might just be survivable. I think it was a similar height to last time. I don't want to risk it though. So I have absolutely no idea how we survived the last one. With everything wiggling and everything, so it probably wouldn't take very much for the game to sort of interpolate me off the edge of this thing. Right, we need to go back up again, so we'll stand inside here where it's safe. It's this damn railing. I put a railing in to keep me safe, and it's actually making it more difficult to do anything. While we're here, let's just put that on top. There you are. Oh, you're a fussy fit. There, we got you. Right, one more to do at the top. There, got it. Right, that'll do. So, that's our elevator piston thingy. We might be just a shade too high, but there's honestly not much we can do about that. I think we could probably just put the floor a little bit higher here. This is the basement area anyway, it's not going to be a main floor. So let's now go down and start working on our little ladder thing. So this bit here is going to have to be a gap in the wall. So as it stands, the way this is right now, it's not going to be particularly airtight until we build all of this up completely and then out and all around. So there's a lot more to do before we get to anywhere near airtightness. But we're kind of like planning in how the rest of this is going to go here. So I can put all of that in there like that. And here I think we need to drill in a little bit. And the reason I'm doing this is so we can make this a little bit of a walkway. But still have it like airtight at the same time. So I can do block behind here. And then one there. And then put that there, that there. Let's drill out here a bit. Don't know why that's all still there. That's odd, but who cares? Put you there. Put you there. And then we'll put, when we get the rest of the wall on this outer edge. Then we're totally airtight around this bit. And that can be like walled normally. I need to take these out. And then we need to reverse this whole thing as all the way, actually. Or the whole way. I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, that will stop probably with that around about here. Need steel plates. Grab them while I can. And then here, I'm trying to stay away from that piston. At least as best as possible. We can get rid of all of this stuff at the top here. We don't need it. It's going to be in the way.
Inventory
Oh,
full.
well, that's pretty typical, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so now we have actual floor here. Can't see what I'm doing because I'm holding a block. Right. That wall is going to go like that. So we've got this little inset here for access to that. But it's only going to be on that row. It's not going to continue any higher. So this wall here goes... Let's see if I can get that one in there. Yep. In like that. Now this is going to stop us using that lift, but that's okay. Hopefully we won't actually need it. And that comes around like that. I can't get that block in there right now. That is a reasonable start here. Now, let's see. How high is that? Let's get our plates down. We're going to use panels because they're more likely not to have collision issues. Now, we've got about a half block extra on there, so it's just something we're going to have to be aware of here. I hope they... Yeah, they definitely connected to that. That's another good thing about it being a little bit of an offset. You know for a fact that it's connecting to the right thing. So, that in theory is everything it needs. We do have the issue of we need to be able to put some sort of a control panel on this. So
Meteor storm inbound.
meteor storm. we're safe here. At least I think we are. As long as that doesn't get hit. Don't want this whole thing collapsing through that. So much ammunition used up. Now, okay, so there's the argument. Do we put that as a full block so we can actually place a control panel on it? But then that means that it's going to come up to about there, so we're going to lose at least an entire block's worth of space here instead of just half a block. The basement floor is not particularly important. I mean, what? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks to use from not counting this one. So yeah, I think we go full block here. Oh, actually, no wonder. If I place that there, and then I place one of these here, and then I'll do the same on this side. I wonder, can I get one the wrong way up there? I can. Right, so that's the start there, and we're just going to have to like half block ramp up to that level so that we're able to actually walk into it from here. But the first floor, I think, will start one block up from here. So we ignore this bottom one. That's like kind of almost like the cushioning. Spiders. Right, let's take this off here. And place it on here. There, I think. I'd like a seat on my lift. Yeah, let's make this like a luxury elevator. Ah, not bad. Right, okay. That's a good idea. And then here we have a button panel. So, did I still have a button panel on my bar? Probably don't. I'm going to give us 4 buttons, minimum. Hopefully we've got enough materials to weld this up, because that's all the way down there. We can bring it down if need be. Yeah, we're going to need to bring that down. Oh, what's going on? I'm thirsty. Christ. I'm actually dying of thirst. Right, don't give a crap about the inventory thing. I need to bring this lift down a bit further. On. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me access, give me access, give me access. Right, okay. Let's just get rid of that. Water. 10. That should solve that thing. Oh! What happened there? Where did those go? Oh, I never put them on. Okay, we're 19 away from needing food as well now. I'm going to use one of my med kits. That should probably get us quite close. Okay, so the food and water thing actually did end up biting me in the ass in the end. Right, so we're going to need... Can't place that there, can't place that there. Can't place it there. Bit of an intersection thing going on here. Maybe we'll put some half blocks in and then see if this can get past it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, try a half block for the floor at this level. 3, 4 like that. Some of them are half blocks because I just can't place a full block in at this minute in time. Okay. Yep. Yep. So that should give me access round like that. You up.
Inventory full.
That can be a full block. Yeah. I don't want to give more access than I need, really, because, like, there's no point. This whole bottom bit is just, like, buffer space, really. Let's get these welded so they take up the right amount of space. Right, so what we need to do is set an offset to get this flush here. I'll do that now. Good. Right, so that gives me access to here, and I can see the level right here, which is good. So pistons. We need to find the piston that is connected as directly as possible to here, so, or the bottom one. I don't know which one's which. I really don't know which one's which. We should have labelled these. Yeah, okay. So minimum distance, right, okay, we're just going to change the maximum distance to 0 on this one. We'll see, we'll just hope for the best on this. So, and we will reverse it and change the maximum distance and just see which one, if that moves us. Yeah, it does. I have no idea which piston this is, so we'll just call this piston 1. Okay, we're having no problem moving past the half blocks or anything, so it's alright. Right, that'll do for now. So minimum distance we will set to the same. 6, 7, right. Minimum distance is set to that, and then we can hit reverse again on there to stop it from going any higher. Maximum distance can be back to there. So it can't go any lower than this. Oh, I forgot to change its name. Is it that one? Yeah. So, elevator, we call them lifts in the UK. Elevator piston 1. I'm going to call that offset. Just so I know which one's got the offset on it. So, this is almost indistinguishable. It will be once I've actually eventually got it all completely flush. Piston. And this is our ground floor. Now the elevator takes up a very large portion of the actual floor here, so when we actually come to building the real floors, they're going to be dug into the wall, so they're going to be a little larger. There'll be rooms coming off here. So this is basically just the main way into each floor. You didn't think I was going to make the whole thing just this small. That's just ridiculous.
Energy low.
Let's divide this up. We've got 3 pistons to use, so we can go 1, 2, we can go 3 floors out of that. So 3 floors of 4 blocks each. I'm not sure what piston's what right now. We're going to have to work out which ones are those first. That's the most important one. So let's just do that while I'm here. Okay, that one. Let's see what happens if I reverse you. That's definitely one of these. So we're going to name you temp piston. We don't need to give it any other name than that. Right, this one has no name right now, so we're going to reverse you. Okay, I go up, so this is going to be elevator piston 2. This one, what does it do? That's yours, so that's another temp piston. This one I reckon is the one, oh, it's one of the ones I want. No, it's not. Where's that going? Okay, that's another temp. So, temp. Right. So we've got one elevator piston there, one elevator piston here. What's this one? Why have we got 2 extras? We should have 3 for this and 3 for that. So, elevator, elevator. If that's an elevator, temp, temp, temp. What's the other one? Alright, let's try this one out and see what it does. Okay, that's elevator piston 3. And this one, what does this one do? That's also an elevator piston. Did I put 4 pistons on? So that's the one with the offset. I must have put 4 pistons on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I put 4 pistons on? One, two, three. Yeah, I did. I put an extra piston on. That's why we're 1 block higher than we need to be. I'm actually an idiot. I put an extra piston on and I didn't need it. Oh well, we'll make use of it. It's fine. We can add an extra floor if we need to. We can go up above the ground a bit. Yeah, okay. We'll figure that out. So the first piston is just for the offset here, so that we can leave that as it is. Oh, that's come flush now. That's good. That's as flush as it needs to be. Right, fine. Good. So each piston needs to go up 4 blocks, so that's the entire length of a whole piston, which is easy. That's great. I'm going to need to get rid of some of these, so we need to go up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit in here, look at that, and we're going to go K, elevator, let's pick piston 2. So I'm just going to call, right, I'm going to call the first one elevator piston offset, and then this one could be 1, this one could be 2, this one could be 3. Those are the floors in yeah, those are the basement floors in descending order, so from top to bottom of this whole thing. So I need to think carefully here. So from 3 to 2. Do you know what? We've got that many pistons. I could do so many combinations here. It's crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse this piston and I'm going to keep an eye on there and turn it off as soon as I get too close to... I might have to start playing with the access torque. And we'll have to speed these up when we get round to it. For now, we're just going to go really careful and safe. Video's going to be long. I'm already at 2.5 hours recording now. Come on, we can go further. I want to get as much in as we can, because then we don't end up wasting a whole, like, piston time. piston. Oh yeah, whatever. There we go. Right, that's enough of that. So now I can just get rid of at least 2 of these. Do I need to dump any stuff? Right. So we're going to clear as much of this as we're able. So we're going to have to set up some timer blocks somewhere in the base as well to control these, because what we need to do is for each floor, to say if you want to go straight from like 1 to 2, it's going to have to configure the pistons in a particular way. And then if you want to go from like 2 to 1 again, it's going to have to undo that configuration. There's going to have to be 3 separate configurations of pistons here, at least. Possibly a 4th if we decide to go 1 more. We've got room for 4 buttons here, so we are literally going to have to be careful. This should come to about here. Absolutely dead on. Alright, let's deposit some stuff. Okay, last piston. So, elevator piston 1. And reverse U. So go up the rest of the way and see where this stops. We'll grind this down as we go up. It should stop pretty much level at the top of there. So we're certainly going to have to take this one out. Do some depositing while we can. Yeah, it should come level with the top of that. Spot on. That is absolute precision. I can't place those in yet, but I'll be able to place them once this lift is below that level. Okay, I can't go in there yet. So we've got pretty slick access right here. These blocks can't go in until that elevator is a bit lower, because for some reason the jiggle is preventing it. If I waited long enough it might actually let me, but we're not going to wait. So that's that. So I need to place 3 timer blocks in the base somewhere. That's quite a long way down there. All the way to the very bottom is a very long way, so it's something we don't want to definitely fall on. But yeah, this is looking pretty decent. I think I should probably, yeah, let's get our timer blocks in. I want to get as much of this done as I possibly can right now. Is that a slope block? No. Let's just build all this close to there for now, just so it stays connected. We'll go in, we'll find somewhere. We could put them at the bottom of the actual shaft, actually. We could put them at the bottom down here, actually, in the maintenance area. Ooh. That was nearly bad. That was nearly very bad. Right, okay, let's lower this. So elevator. So that one there never gets touched. So we're actually going to turn that off. So these can be reversed. And we're going to go down a bit faster this time. We'll get the velocities correct soon. From first floor to third floor is probably going to end up being the fastest possible movement because it will use all 3 pistons at once. But going just across 1 floor or 2 floors is not going to make that big a difference. Why can't I place one there? Oh, I'm out of steel plates. Oh, I'm out of materials. I'm going down for no reason. Okay, hang on. Let's go 0.3. For now. It's probably fast enough for the minute. It shouldn't clang against that. There we go. I do like the changes that they've made. Can't pull the resources through that. Not anymore. I think you used to be able to at one point. Right, so we're going to need timer blocks. Place them on here. 1, 2, 3 of those. All of the materials there, good. I suppose, yeah, it does make sense to put it down there. So, elevator. Whee! Bit of sparking. It's going to happen. It's just how it is. That's just our good old clang. We've got to have a little bit of clang. He's got to be appeased. Right, so we're going to place them down here. As far out the way as possible, but also safe and still accessible. Yeah, I'm labeling these so that I know like which order they're supposed to be in. So elevator, floor 3, basement 2. Yeah. So the idea is that I know what they're for, but they've also got like the proper floor numbering on them. Because on the bottom panel we're going to have floor 1, 2, 3, and it's basically 1's at the top, 2's the next one, 3's at the bottom. Like sub-basement floors are labelled. I don't know if any of what I just said made any sense at all. I'm barely paying attention to it. Right, so here I can start configuring. So K. Right, so here we are. These are our timers. So for floor 1, which is the top one, we know that we need all the pistons to be extended. What we're going to do is we're going to make that silent. We have no delay. No, let's put a delay. 2-second delay. It gives us enough time to sort of, if you press the wrong button, to choose a different button. It can be a bit weird if you have them all running at the same time. So I think what we'll do is we'll put a starting rule that says, so that's the one that we're running. We'll have a starting rule that says stop. Stop. So if you press a button and change your mind and press the other button, it'll stop the other one from running, and you've got 2 seconds to make that change of mind if you want. Now all 3 of these are going to end up extended, so we're going to extend, we're going to extend, and we're going to extend. So that's the top floor. Good. And we're going to place a button on here that sorts that out. Do that after. Okay, floor 2. Let's set the delay. 2 seconds. Silent. Okay. Lever. So this is 2. So floor 1, stop. Floor 3, stop. Now for the middle floor, 2 pistons need to be extended and 1 needs to be fully retracted. So we'll say piston 1, retract, piston 2, extend, piston 3, extend. Done. Easy. And then for basement 3, 2 seconds. Silent. I know there's a script that can do this, but I've tried it and it's a bit dodgy. They don't tend to always work properly, these things. And that's kind of assuming that 1 piston would do all the jobs and you're recording piston sort of positions, which I've tried it. It doesn't really work very well. Not when you could do something simple here. So this is for floor 3, so 1 will be stopped, 2 will be stopped, and for the bottom floor all of the pistons must be contracted. So piston 1, retract, piston 2, retract, piston 3, retract. We're not using any forwards and backwards, we're using retracts and extends, so they're absolute. Right, and now all I have to do is on here place those. So elevator floor 1, start, not trigger now, we want that 2-second delay. Floor 2, start. Floor 3, start. And let's leave 4 for maybe emergency stop or something, but we'll figure that out later. I also need to put the labeling on here. Pixel images, max size, center align, 1. That's it. That's all it takes to set up an elevator. Do I have any steel plate in my inventory? 1. I'm going to need to get a load of steel plates so we can start building this walls up as we go. So let's test this out. So we're going to go to the top floor. 2-second delay, then it goes. As I said before, once we built these walls around it so it's properly contained, we should be able to speed it up quite a lot. Obviously not to the point where it ends up launching us. That would be bad. Perfect. Right. So we're going to get some steel plate and then we'll test the other floors. Let's get rid of the stuff we don't need from here. Got no holes in the floor here. Let's just make sure we're not missing any blocks, so I don't fall down, because that would be bad. Right, let's go to floor 2. 2-second delay, then it goes. Now it's a lot slower because it's only operating 2 pistons. Or in this case it's actually operating 1 because it's already on 3. So it only has to retract 1 piston to get down to 2. So single floor changes are going to be a lot slower than double floor changes. Technically they will all take the same amount of time.
Energy low.
Got our energy back. And then we'll start building some of this wall around here. 1, 2, 3. So I think probably in one of these runs here we're going to bring a cargo line in, like flush with the ground. Yeah, probably in that one there. We'll get there in the end. Right, so let's go down to the bottom floor now. And what I can start doing is placing these blocks in. It's enough to be able to do the rest from up there. 8, 4. Can't quite reach those. Can I get that one? Yeah. So you see how it's going to go. It's going to be like a bit of a slow job trying to build this up. But like, well, now we've got the elevator here and we can just pick a floor and work on it. It can go a lot quicker. So that's our top floor. 4 blocks below that. So, well, that's 1 block. 2, 3, 4. So I think it's probably going to be here on that level there that we're going to want to put our... Ah, crap. Goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it'll be there. I think. It's a staircase, don't worry. I'm not that dumb. Right, let's go to floor 2 and see if that works. So we can get the start of each floor sort of planned in. Should stop dead on top of that line. Yeah, that's good. Right, we can't build that block because obviously it gets in the way a bit. But we can start putting this part of the floor in here. So let's go back down to 3. We can get that block in. We can also get some of this stuff in. Yeah. Okay. What did I put that one in for? What is that? Up to 2 again. Should be level with that, shouldn't it? Missed it. Okay. No, that doesn't do anything. We're missing an entire floor here. But we're missing the opportunity for an entire floor. Each piston can go 4 blocks, so they should even be evenly spaced. We've got this bit here. Hang on, right. Piston combinations. So how many piston combinations can we have out of 3 pistons? So we can have 1 up, we can have 2 up, we can have 3 up, and we can have all down. That's 4 floors. We're missing a combination for a floor here. So we can have a 4th floor. So I might need to move... It's between 2 and 1, I think. We have a whole extra floor. Huh. Let's go back down to 2. I know I'm doing a lot of back and forth here, but... Oh no, we're on 2. Okay, so it's between 2 and 3. So that 1 gets us to there. 2 gets us to here. 3 skips an entire floor. So 3 can become 4 and go onto there. Yeah, when I know how it happened. When I counted up the 12 blocks to the top and then divided it by 3, I counted 3 floors, but I wasn't considering that the top floor was an extra floor. Because it is. We're going to build on top of that. Because I'm an idiot. Can't see a thing. But we're going to put that... You know what, I'm just going to put it on top of that. Can I reach? No, I can't, so I'm going to put it there. I need interior plates. Did I not just grab all the materials for it? I didn't actually end up grabbing all the materials for it. I thought I did. Pull it all the way back up again. Right, now we've got all the materials for it. There we go. Right, let's... I can't see what I'm doing with this thing. Put that there. Really? This is really silly. Come on. Bingo. Let's... Yeah, that's good enough. So we're going to call this elevator floor 3. Okay.
Energy low.
Going to get our energy back, and then we're going to test out all the floors and make sure that they're all working in the right order. Should be. So 4 floors with 3 pistons, each one totally controllable using just different combinations on the pistons. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go and see what happens. So we're going to go from the top and work our way down. And then we'll work our way back up again, just to make sure they all work. Do we have any gaps here to fill? No. Oh, I think that's all right. Let's not get squashed. Okay, so that's floor 1. Perfectly good. Go down to floor 2. Yeah, we're just getting a bit meh. So we're probably going to have to increase the piston, what do we call it, impulse axis thing. All of this is filled in. It'll probably be a bit slicker once these are welded up as well. I think we've got all of the blocks in here for this floor. It should stop here. Yep, this is good. All of this is in. We're not missing anything. Let's go to oh, what did happen there? Oh, I don't think I've put a thing on there. Right, so this should go to the elusive next floor. Just being a little spider. Luckily we're protected. Unless something spawns in here, then we're not. Come on. This is the slowest possible combination because it's a single piston moving, whereas the others are mostly two pistons. But any sort of transition from... Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get these in. And no, we can't fit that one in yet. The potential for putting like rooms off these is massive. So lots... Oh. No. Right. I found a hole. This is one of those situations where we need button panels on each of the floors. I do not have immediate access to materials to do that, so we're just going to have to remote control access this. So we'll just go, okay, remote, timer. We have to bring this, oh no, it's elevator, floor 4, start, and that should bring it down to here. So that's the test for the last floor at least anyway. It's the same as pressing the button. While I'm here, right, let's get these floor blocks, well, these wall blocks put in. Right, so that should be pretty much the entire shaft, apart from a few bits over here. So we can go up and do those. Right, so this is where we get to do some random floor checks. So we're at 4, so let's go straight to 2 from here. And make sure that it works just fine going, like skipping floors. And while we're at it, we can start putting in some of these bits here. Alright. Coming into the floor here. And we stopped. Everything's here, nothing's missing. It's good, right. So let's go up to the top. I think that's about as much as I can manage to do this time. Right, so yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of welding here to get all of this built up, and we're also going to have to bring in some sort of conveyor line from that part of the base there, or from there, one or the other. I think maybe that side. Which side's going to be least disruptive, I wonder. If we bring it in from there, it's going to be quicker, because it's like, it can come in from under that, straight here and down, right down the corner wall where it's almost invisible. No, that's the invisible corner wall. Is that going to get in the way of any... That's not going to get in the way of any entrances or exits at all. But alternatively, I could potentially bring it from under that doorway out here. That's probably not going to look as good though. Let's see. From here, bring it underneath here, and then out across here to there. Bring it along this wall. That should be quite undisruptive and almost invisible. Replacing these shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, I think that's the way we're going to do it. We're going to bring it out of this little hole here. If we try one more over might be better. Come out of this hole instead. Saves on resources a little bit, and brings it in closer to the corner. There. Yeah, here. So if it comes down that wall there, it's accessible from the inside. We could just branch off it wherever we need to. Cool. And then on the outside of here, we're going to sort of build in... We can get rid of all of that at some point. Probably very soon, actually. I don't want to just drop it because it'll fall straight through after this, I think. Can I grind any of this down? I could probably lower it and do it, but eventually we're going to come unstuck, so I think we have to build up to doing that, because I don't think we're going to get the lifter into here now that we've got all of this in place. I think these outer blocks here can go. So we are connected here. So let's get rid of these. We are going to still have to put... I think we have to put some sort of slope in here. We'll deal with that another time, I think. I'm just going to put these back in though, because they look good there. Yeah, because I'm not keen on the way this is sort of indented here, so we're going to put some sort of a slope across here for easy access. Because the building's floor is going to like be in this space here, sort of level with the top of there, and well, part of the way across there for our top floor. Okay, fantastic. So let's get in. Didn't see any spider carcasses lying around. Let's see how much silver we managed to get out of that tiny little bit, and if we're any closer to another medical component. Medicals, 1 of 1. Let's edit that to say we want 6. See if it can make any. Probably not. Oh, did we get another one? How many did we get? Okay, we've got 2 now. 2 medical components out of a possible 6. How much silver did that leave us with? Oh, this needs shrinking a bit. Silver, 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 silver. Silver. Got 2.8 silver left. Barely anything. Okay. Oh, wait. Medical components, we're on 3 now. Okay, we're halfway there. We are halfway. I think that's how many we need. Let's just check. Survival kits. Medical components needed 3. I could build a survival kit. How absolutely amazing is that? We are going to put our survival kit in our hab. So that's the whole point of this, to protect the survival kit, amongst other things. Bottom floor, no, bottom floor, yeah. That's an example of pressing the wrong buttons and actually having to cancel it so it doesn't end up messing up all the pistons and sending you to the wrong floor. We'll see if that works. If it doesn't take us down to the 4th floor, then something's wrong. A little bit of sparking. It's just going to happen. Hopefully that becomes a little less once that's all welded up. It's not blowing anything up. Nothing's like catapulting me into space. Although that'll make me consider... no. Okay. It took us to the one I pressed first. Never mind. It's not the end of the world, I guess. I guess the stop thing doesn't always work. So I guess it's a bit like a real elevator. If you press all the wrong buttons, it will go through all the floors one at a time. Okay, so we're at our medical floor. For the moment, we're going to place our survival kit about here. It's protected enough, I think. We'll eventually move it indoors, but I think we'll put it there. Right, I'm going to put this on the... yeah, on 9G. Survival kit. Eventually I want to upgrade this to a medical room because I really do want to change my outfit. And I don't want to have to like do it, cheat and do it from the menu, so... Okay, we need the rest of the materials. We have to go up again. Yeah, this was entirely unexpected. I was really not expecting to get to build this. Right, these elevator pistons, we're gonna just increase their impulse axis a little bit. And I think we can just increase the speed. Oh, I don't want to be messing around with the speed actually because it's gonna... Okay, they're all in negatives right now, so because we're going to the bottom, so I think we can just like half a meter per second for all of them. It doesn't mess any up, so ta-da! We have a survival kit. I can improve my health again. It's not connected to oxygen right now. It will eventually be, but yeah, we don't need a survival kit to fill our oxygen. Yay! Survival kit! I'm happy now. I'm not going to die. Not in a hurry anyway. Right, good. Excellent. That is fan-bloody-tastic. Right. Let's get back to the main base. So now, from now on, we respawn down there. We've not died yet, though. We've done really well at not dying so far. Half of that's luck. I'll be absolutely honest. I probably should have died a few times. At least once today. Last episode for sure. But, yeah. All the way down there. We have a survival kit. Nice. Oh no, just decompressed the whole thing again. Oh, well, it's free anyway. Right, sooner or later we'll be able to stop coming up here for stopping because our actual hub will be down there. But for now, this is our ritual ending point. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Subscribe if you like, and drop a little like if you can. We would like to get the algorithm to promote this video as much as we can, so you know, hit that thumbs up button if you can, please. And we'll see you next time. Bye.